Hi, class. This next chapter deals with the fourth string. I already did a video of the fourth string notes, open D, E second fret, and F third fret. So let's move on from that and let's start to combine the fourth string with the other strings that we've learned. Um, Now, before we start to play, a new element that we're going to be dealing with are pickup notes. They use them a lot in this chapter. And a pickup note means when you're starting a piece of music and you're starting on a beat other than one. So if I'm in 4/4 time and there's one beat in the first measure, I want you to think backwards. If there's one beat in the first measure, it will be the fourth. If there are two beats in the first measure, it will be the third and fourth. If there are three beats in the first measure, it'll be the second, third, and fourth. A lot of times, music doesn't necessarily start on the first beat. Each beat has its own feel, and depending on what the melody calls for or what the lyrics call for, you can start on alternate beats. Now, one thing I do want to mention is that part of the reasoning in this is that you should look at the closest complete measure. If your first measure is incomplete, doesn't have four beats in it, but your second measure does, that means your second measure starts on one. And when you're in 4/4, the beat that comes before one is four. If I was in 3/4, the beat that comes before one would be three. So that's basically it. Let's go on to the first song. This is Worried Man Blues. It only has five notes in it. Open D, open fourth string, E second fret fourth string, open G third string, A second fret third string, and B second string open. That's it. You have a lot of repeat notes, so it can be confusing. It has one beat in the first measure, so you're starting on the fourth beat because we were in 4/4 time. Be careful of your long notes. Be careful of these dotted half notes that are worth three beats. I always like to count the beats in the spaces. So if I'm playing on one, I'm going to count two and three. And down here, if I'm playing on one and I have a half note, I'm going to count two, I'm going to play on three, and I'm going to count four. So I'm always thinking of the beats as I'm playing, even when I'm not playing a note. So here we go. Let's try this. Number 31, Worried Man Blues. One, two, three. Two, three. Two, three. Two, three. Two, three. Two, three. Two, four, two, two, three. Now, if you're having trouble remembering the notes, remember that you can write the names of the notes above them. You can write the finger that you're playing it with, if it's open, first, third, second. You can write the string number. You can put anything that'll help you, get through is fine at this point. Number 32. I'm going to be doing this in a separate video in different positions. But for now, I'll do it in first position. It starts on the third beat. We're in 4/4 time. There are two beats in the first measure, and those two beats are the third and fourth. So here we go. One, two. Two, four. Two, three, four. Two. All right, let's move on. So the next one, ah, the next page has playing chords. You can skip this. We're going to be doing chords separately at the end. Once we get through all six notes, more you can skip this. Tom Dooley, you can skip this because it only has the first three strings. You can skip this page for more chords. You can skip this. Pay Me My Money Down only has the first three strings. Skip this, and we'll do 12 bar rock. So this is good because it shows you the octave placement of notes. In other words, you have G on the first string, G on the third string, all right, F on the first string, F on the fourth string, something you get used to after a while. But each note has its space on the staff. So that's the important thing. Eventually, you just memorize them. So starting in the beginning, it starts on the fourth beat. There's only one beat in that first measure, and we're in 4/4. So it starts on the fourth beat. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 4, 2, 3. Okay, moving on. The next one is Amazing Grace, and we have something new here. We have ties. If you want to extend a note's rhythmic value uh, beyond the bar line, you have to tie it to another note. Obviously, you can only tie two of the same note if you want to hold it. So I have a whole note here, a whole note G, that is tied to a quarter note G. All right, so what I do is I play the whole note, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's held for 5 beats, but I don't count 5. I count the 4 beats and 1 because I'm in 4/4. I'm not allowed to have 5 beats, a 5 beat count. All right, so here I hit this whole note and I hold it through the first beat of the next measure. I come back in on 2. I come in on 3. I play that. And then I hold this all the way through till the third beat of the next measure. I play the third beat, I play the fourth, I hold that note through the first, and then I come in on 2. So let me play this number 42. It's pretty simple. I'll count. So it's all open G. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's move on. Amazing Grace is in 3/4. There's one beat in the first measure. And because we only have 3 beats in a measure, this is the third. So we're starting on 3. All right. Watch the ties. You have this D in the middle. It's a dotted half note or 3 beats tied to a half note. So what I'm going to do is play the D. 2, 3, 1, 2, and come in on that B on the third beat of the next measure. And at the end, I have a dotted half note G tied to a half note. So that'll be held for 5 beats as well. So here we go. I'll play this one from the top. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2. And again, I'm counting the beats that I'm not playing, just so you should always be aware of the backbeat when you're playing through something. Here's a little piece called Riffin'. It starts on the fourth beat, has one beat in the first measure, and you're in 4/4. Starts on the fourth beat. It's a really simplified version of an old blues song called Crossroads. And I guess one of the hard things in this is that it jumps from the fourth string to the second string. So you have to get used to switching, jumping over the third string. That gives people a little bit of trouble in the beginning, but it gets easier the more you do it. So here we go, starting on F, third fret, fourth string. On the fourth beat goes F and then open D, and then D on the second string. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. One. 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 Two. One. And you saw that I wasn't playing on these tied notes. All right. But I was thinking 4, 1, and I was coming in on 2. So we're going to skip When the Saints Go Marching In because it only has 3 strings, doesn't use the fourth. And Will the Circle Be Unbroken is the last song in this chapter. It starts on the third beat on open D. First 2 notes are open D and E. It's in 4/4. So your first 2 beats are 3 and 4. And watch the ties. There are a lot of them. So here we go. 1, 2. 2. 4, 1, 2. 2. 4, 1, 2. 2, 3. 2, 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 1, 2. 2, 4, 1, 2. 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so there you have it for the fourth string chapter. I'll also be including a video with the notes on the fifth string. And if we go back to, let me take a look here. I'm going to go back to number 32. I'm doing a separate video of that in 3 different positions, basically. So that's it. That's it for this chapter.